Hello. Do I have anyone? Hang on just a second. Hello. Taking my new gimbal for a spin. Does this seem nice and level? Okay. All right, my gimbal's going crazy now. All right, my gimbal's gone limp. Let me try that again. Maybe I need more practice with this thing. I think it might not be balanced quite right. There we go. Hey, Smitty. I do sleep. I sleep a lot. It's just when I'm not sleeping. Always. Am I accepting donations tonight again? I mean, anyone is always welcome to super chat if they feel the urge upon them. Rob Young says he's in Pigeon Forge right now. That's awesome. Are you anyone gonna be at the meetup on Sunday? Hello, Billy, in Pigeon Forge. Is anyone gonna be? Is anyone gonna be at the meetup in Seymour, Indiana? The president of the Quilt Museum actually responded to my video. He wanted me to call him, but I don't know if I see a good reason to call him. Ooh, sorry, still getting used to this. Thank you, Chris the Shriner Dog. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested. Like, I didn't like what the person did, like demanding to see my camera, but I'm not really into like tattling on people or getting people fired. So, maybe we'll just leave it alone. It's all in good fun. Not, yeah, of all the places to like have an ongoing feud with, the National Quilt Museum is like ridiculous. Thank you, Leslie Taher. Greatly appreciated. Oh yeah, Brandy, bring your Pokemon. I don't have anyone to trade with. I think there's some gyms. I think there's some gyms in Patriot Park. I do find, I mean, like, if the Quilt Museum is gonna, I mean, surely they had to understand that I wanted to film. So why'd they invite me back knowing that they don't allow filming? Who knows? Nola Deves says New Orleans opened a 100-year-old time cap. That sounds awesome. I got invited to a time capsule opening. I would have loved to have gone to, but I wasn't able to go. Yeah, I don't get the no filming, no photos rule. They're just hurting themselves, really. That's what I think. Jeffrey Fancy Man, yes, your comments are going through. It's a dinosaur place that doesn't allow you to have your phone out? Which place is that, Captain Echinoid? Did I see the big Dollywood announcement? No, I did not. What did they announce? Lafayette, thank you. I'm not going to get killed. Why do people think you're going to get International Drive in Orlando, Florida? I don't know about that dinosaur museum. Did I know Dolly had tattoos? I did. Apparently, why does she have tattoos? It's something. Why did she get tattoos? Is it to cover up her surgery, or I know she covers her tattoos with her clothing, but I forget the reason. Wildwood Grove, 11 new attractions. That's awesome. Okay, she has a skin condition. I knew it was something like that. I guess that's why she always wears the dresses with the long sleeves or the long, long bottoms. Sack attack. Hey, Carpetbagger on Zach, you met me. You're still obviously find the hole, and they got your camera. Yeah, they did not want me to have that camera. They were not gonna let me be sneaky either. Dang, they were serious. They were serious. Yes, I hate seeing turtles in the middle of the road. There's one where you ride a bear, like a real bear. No, probably not a real bear. Do they have the attractions listed? Did I show them the camera? Here's the thing. I got on, and this video's coming. You'll see it eventually, but I got on to Blazing Fury, or I'm sorry, Fire in the Hole at Silver Dollar City, and I had my camera out in my hand, ready to take pictures. I was like filming already, and the guy walks up and says that he has to take it from me. So, so I put it in my pocket and I sat down and I went to ride again, and it was weird because I could see there was someone up in the crow's nest signaling at the woman by me, and she specifically comes up to me. I think they knew who I was. She saw like the strap of my camera hanging out of my pocket. She's like, "You can't take that out on the ride." And then I may have got the idea that I could sneak it out once I was already on the ride. So I rode a third time and I tried to pull it out, and there was a dude sitting right behind me that was like, "Sir, put your camera away." So yeah, they had me locked down. They weren't gonna let me do it. But I think I found a good, cool way around it, and I think you'll still enjoy the video. And I kind of understand. I mean, I know I would never let a loose camera hurt somebody or lose a camera. If you've been on the ride, there's two drops. What I'd either do is just hold the camera tightly in my hand for the small drop, or just put the camera away before the drop because there's nothing to film because it's in the dark. But I mean, I understand that, they can't just trust any idiot to just have a loose camera, because I've seen people lose their cameras on rides. Yeah, the kid, Keith's son, was wearing a Justin Scarred shirt, and he didn't know I was coming. That was I just dropped in. I didn't let Keith know I was stopping by. Keith really wants Justin to visit because Keith likes my videos, he likes Adam's videos, and he likes Justin's videos. And both me and Adam have been there, so he wanted to complete the trifecta. He wants Justin to come out. Brandy, I would get the wrist mount, but Adam has tried using the wrist mount and they make him take it off. Thank you, Leslie Taher. Thank you again. Who is Keith? Keith Holt is runs Apple Valley Toyland and Hillbilly Gardens out in Calvert City, Kentucky. So yeah, I'm not mad at Silver Dollar City. I'm not mad at the National Quilt Museum. How's my tire? Still, it got fixed. Yeah. The video showed it getting fixed, right? Yeah, I think so. Brandy says that the video where a lady dropped her iPhone trying to film on the Orlando Starflyer. Is the Starflyer that big swing? If so, that was probably not a good idea. Is Silver Dollar City as good as Dollywood? See, I'll show I'm not mad at them because I think Silver Dollar City might be a little better. Might be a little better than Dollywood. And it's actually, like, you'd think they'd be very similar. And they're similar in a lot of ways, but I don't think they don't have any attractions that are identical. I don't think there's a single attraction that's duplicated at each park. So it's a completely unique experience. Speaking of quilts, let's go see how Quilt Cat's doing. Yellow shirt on. I have I don't know if you can see it, but this is a t-shirt from the Vacuum Museum. It's probably backwards. I just had my chops cut. Someone said they went to Dollywood last Thursday and 3 of the roller coasters were down. Was it the wasps? Sometimes they have to shut down the roller coasters because of the wasps. I forget which ones it is. Tom Stevenson, thank you. Says Tia and Dylan should go to bed. Where am I walking to? I'm just taking a stroll down Main Street in no particular town. Yeah, the Fire Chaser has bees. The Fire Chaser has the wasps. The Wild Eagle has wasps. The Tennessee Tornado has wasps. And sometimes, yeah, they'll shut them all down. Hey, it's Creaties. I think I like Fire in the Hole better than Blazing Fury, just because it's weirder. Quilt Cat fun, thank you, Big Red Tower. I do have a new pith helmet. Catch a Kitty sent me a pith helmet. No, we're not to Quilt Kitty yet. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. And they spray, I think they spray water on the roller coasters. It's something to do with the heat. I don't. The wasp situation is very strange. Well, this is unusual. Lights are the lights are off. Let's see if we can find Quilt Kitty. I don't see her. A cat in a quilt store. Nah, she's hiding tonight. Tommy Tacoma says that they love my wrestling videos. Well, thank you very much. Now, I understand that not everyone watches the wrestling videos, not everyone likes the wrestling videos, but, you know, it's something that I enjoy. It's something that a good portion of my audience enjoys. So I'm gonna keep doing the wrestling videos. I'm keep doing all the exploration videos and all that. If you don't like the wrestling videos, you can just skip them. Yeah, I do need to go in and just ask them what Quilt Kitty's name is. Yeah, I heard Kane. Kane is now the mayor of Knoxville. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, I've been to the Skeleton Museum in Orlando. It's pretty cool, actually. I enjoy it. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, it's been my dream since I was a child to be involved in wrestling. And if I can use this to live out that dream, then I will use it. It's that creepy troll. So I remember when Cyndi Lauper. I didn't really watch wrestling. That was like a little before my time, but I know. Becca, yeah, about the cinder blocks in the Ghost Town Sky. Yeah, I heard that same story. And keep in mind, that's a roller coaster that goes upside down. So you have a roller coaster doing a loop with loose cinder blocks in the back. Oh. If I ever consider taking a cross-country trip by train, problem with the train is you can't pull it over when you see something interesting. Robert R. says Lawler had all the money. Why would he do that in jail? I think because he's a person who has serious substance abuse issues. It's very sad.
Underground supper clubs like the Barn Pit, where adventurous eaters can surprise their places like this and get platinum farm.
Yes, there will be campfire stories tomorrow night probably around 10 o'clock. Let me see. Bubbly Bryce says, how long have you been fascinated with roadside attractions? Is it a hobby turned into a job? Absolutely is a hobby turned into a job. I discovered roadsideamerica.com, and ever since I first viewed that website, I was obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Hey Denise, how are you doing? True Seeker, we just went by to see if Quilt Kitty was there, and she was not. People want a campfire stories t-shirt. There's a party going on down there. Let's see if maybe someone has any ideas for a campfire t-shirt. Have I seen the Wiki Watching Mermaids? I have. Is it true that Southern people with peanuts and Coke? It is true. Midnight window shopping. Let's see what we got in there. Why is everything backwards? Yeah, I don't know. The phone flips everything. It seems like everyone else that is live streaming is having the same problems, so I don't know if there is really a fix. You'd think there would be, but the meetup in Pigeon Forge, 6:30 p.m. Sunday. I understand I don't know why I scheduled it so late, but that's what's been advertised, so that's what we're going to stick with. I think I was thinking 6:30 to give people time to get off work, but I realized not everyone works on Sunday, so. Okay, are we frozen here? Give it a second. Doesn't look like there's any comments coming through. Let me try something. We're back. All right, what happened there was one of these buildings. My phone has this annoying thing where it attaches to Wi-Fi randomly, and attaches some Wi-Fi without a that I don't know the password for, and then I just lose connection. So that always stinks. How's everyone doing? You didn't think something bad had happened, did you? All right, there we go. Okay. Hopefully no one bailed while I was gone. I wish there was something I could change the settings. I do turn the Wi-Fi off, but my phone turns it back on for some reason. I'll turn it off and then it'll connect again and Wi-Fi will be turned back on. So I don't know. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I'm using an iPhone. Yeah, if anyone knows how to fix any of these stupid problems, let me know. If anyone knows how to keep the live stream from being a mirror image, that would be great. Becca Power. Ride operator Ghost Town told the guy who rode the coaster the lap belts restraints aren't actually necessarily because you won't fall out. There actually is some truth to that. Apparently, you can sit, if you sat in a roller coaster while it was doing a loop, that you would actually stay in place. You would not fly out because of the centrifugal force or whatever. But almost all roller coasters that have a loop will have restraints, because the off chance that the roller coaster could lose momentum. If the roller coaster like lost momentum and stopped at the top, then everyone could fall out. But yeah, that's actually not complete baloney, believe it or not. No, I did. I used to be really scared of roller coasters, so I did a lot of research on like the dangers of roller coasters, like try to figure out how roller coasters worked, like how often they went wrong, how often people got hurt on them. Interesting fact is that the most people that get killed on roller coasters, um, they're actually not on the roller coaster. A lot of times they'll drop something like their hat or their phone, and then they'll hop the fence to try to retrieve their lost item, and then the roller coaster will come by and chop their head off. Stay away from county fair roller coasters. Actually, stay tuned. We got a video coming up. Is that David Garrison? Is that really David Garrison? Someone check and make sure that's really David Garrison. Decapitation Mountain. No, it's Patrick. Who's Patrick? Launch. I actually like launch roller coasters better. They have smoother, I think. What's my worst fear? I think my worst fear would be being attacked by chimpanzees or baboons. Didn't a kid get his head chopped off at Six Flags? Possibly. I know someone got their head chopped off at Silver Dollar City on Fire in the Hole of all things, the mildest roller coaster in the park. In Silver Dollar City, the cars have like a special area that they can pull into for repairs, like a little. You can take them off the main, put them off the main track into like a little hidey hole, and it's low, so it just fits the cart. And somehow a car got routed into that room with someone in it, and it chopped their head off. No, I saw this thing on the Discovery Channel about baboons, and they'll come into bedroom windows and take babies out of their cribs, and that really horrified me. Demand money back from the Quilt Museum. I don't know. I think probably it's probably time to leave the Quilt Museum alone. Hey, does anyone else see those weird blue dots in my glasses? What are those? One time I went to the zoo and the baboon was holding a little kid's shoe, just looking at me. Yeah, I wonder what those blue dots are. Something blue over there? Maybe it's a reflection of those lights. Oh. That earthworks. Do I make my own thumbnails? No, I don't. I'm not smart enough. I have creaties who's in this live stream right now make them for me. Boycott quilts. I don't know if it's the quilts themselves that are at fault. Or was I tired of the Throat guy's joke? No, I'll never get tired of Keith's jokes. Good dude. Where was the museum? You're talking about the Quilt Museum, Denise? It's in Paducah, Kentucky. I worked with anyone with abilities. What kind of abilities? Like nunchuck skills or computer hacking skills? Psychic abilities. If you're curious what the whole quilt situation is, just watch today's video. I don't want to like retell the whole story for people that have already seen it. Ligers. Ligers, do you know ligers are they're the largest cats in the world, because when a tiger and a lion breed, there's something goes wrong with I don't know exactly what it is, but it inhibits the thing that tells you to stop growing. It gets messed up, so ligers grow bigger than lions or tigers. They're freaking huge. I hope people can make it to the meetup. You know, I never know. I always worry like no one's gonna show up. Oh yeah, we got the popo right there. No, I'm not encouraging anyone to burn any quilts. Sarah Beth Faro asked about the Madame Tussauds in Nashville. Yes, I've actually been there. I like the one in Nashville a lot. It's only music themed. So I think that's kind of cool that they kind of focused it. Oh, okay. So here's Trin Lake Hay explaining this liger situation. With tigers, the wind to stop growing comes from one parent, and from lions it comes from the other, so they get none. Yeah, do you know, like, some animals don't ever stop growing. Like, lobsters never stop growing. They will grow perpetually forever, and they don't get old. Lobsters and turtles don't really age, because, and the thing is, it's like, because they're cold-blooded, and think about it this way: it's like the human body, since we're warm-blooded, we're mammals. It's like having a car engine running all the time. It like wears us out. It like we break down because there's so much machinery going on. There's so much to the process of keeping our body heated and processing our energy. But for animals like lobsters and tortoises, they don't have that. They get all their warmth from the sun, so they don't actually grow old. It's really interesting to think about when you think about that. The age, you're becoming haggard from the process of your body just keeping itself powered. It's really interesting if you think about it that way. Yeah, they think that lobsters can literally live forever, but the thing is, they're not. Eventually, they're going to get killed. Eventually, something's going to happen. A shark or fish or something will eat them. So you know, but in theory, you can keep a lobster alive forever, perpetually. It's noisy down there. They have a bar. There's a bar over there. They have a bar there, and they have another bar down in the pit. And after a certain time, they send everyone down into the bottom bar. They're really noisy tonight. They're usually not that noisy. I'm sorry if I bored you guys with my animal facts. Becca Powers is can't believe octopus wrestling was a thing. It was. They had what was that place? It's in Newport, Oregon. Undersea Gardens, I think it's called. They had an octopus wrestling. Do I have an aquarium? Yes, I have a video poker machine converted into a fish tank. I have all I have in there right now is neons and zebra danios. I tried to have a bunch of guppies and other live breeders like platies and stuff like that, but they kept dying. They kept dying off. Were there monorail deaths? Yes. There was a monorail death. Gosh, when did that happen? It happened less than 10 years ago at Disney World. There was two monorails ran into each other, and one of the drivers was killed. It's very rare that someone dies on a roller coaster or attraction who wasn't doing something wrong. Like, usually when people get hurt on rides, they're like trying to climb out of the ride or something. There's only a few incidents that people were like really, really hurt or killed where it was just totally not their fault. This guy here, this troll says I'm boring, but that's funny because they're wasting their time watching a guy that they think is boring. Yeah, a lot of people die. Silent Wolf Roar. Yeah, a lot of people do die from heart attacks on roller coasters, but almost all of them, you know, they have some sort of medical condition. No, I don't wear hats on roller coasters. That's foolish. I used to watch, as a kid, I watched a lot of Discovery Channel. Yeah, I mean, dying on a roller coaster is probably a more exciting way to go than like dying of boredom at a quilt museum or something. Ever had a troll-free live stream? Probably not. When's my next video coming out? I have a video out almost every day. So, probably tomorrow. Quilt museum sounds like a bunch of squares. Who would think? Oh, I don't know. I get it. The quilt museum, a bunch of squares. That's funny. Trin Lake Hay says crocheting a jackalope because of me. Well, thank you. I loved the jackalopes. Mr. Midnight says they spread their ashes on the haunted mansion. Yeah, did you know that if they see someone spreading ashes, and apparently they do watch for it, they shut the whole ride down. So sometimes if they shut it down, it's because if you're on it and they shut it down, it's a high possibility that someone dumped ashes. Actually, the lady that yelled at me, it was a younger lady. She was younger than me, I think. Look at this, look at this. No matter where you go. Quilts, quilts, quilts. Haywood County Quilt Trail. It's super exciting because they put quilt patterns on barns. Quilt, quilt, quilt. But seriously, like, in all seriousness, like, I don't want to be the guy that, like, costs someone their job or something, or talks to their boss and gets them in trouble. It's not who I am. I've had it done to me and I don't like it. And so, yeah. I don't want to be known as the guy that took down the Quilt Museum. I don't need Big Quilt coming after me. The quilt industry is very, very shady. Very, very dangerous to be messing with. Well, good night, Tony. Hope you have a good rest. The Quilt Mafia. Why isn't there anyone around me? Well, in this universe, there's no one but me. You watch out, Keith. Those quilt people, they're right by you. You need to watch out. Where's the movie theater? Which possum did I prefer? I liked them both. Is it fun doing YouTube? It is fun doing YouTube. I enjoy it. It's been a blessing. Dumbest. Feuding with a quilt museum is literally the dumbest thing someone could do. Robert R says someone tried to steal the Pirates of the Caribbean redhead. Is that real? What'd they do? Like jump off the boat and try to kidnap her? Melissa Winstead says she doesn't understand why they don't allow photography in the Quilt Museum. Their posted reason is that the quilts are copyrighted. And that's why they don't allow, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can videotape. See, look at this. I mean, for instance, I mean, that sign, that name of this restaurant, that's copyrighted. That design on the sign is probably covered by the copyright. I could film that. I mean, come on. Like, I went to, if you check out the video, gosh, where was that? The Museum of, I forget which art museum I went to, but I went to an art museum in New York, one of like the big deal ones, and they let you take all the pictures you wanted. They didn't care. You can't tell me. Like I took a selfie with Van Gogh's self-portrait. So I mean, you can't tell me that that's not really a big deal. I mean, come on. The Smithsonian lets you videotape whatever you want. The art, yeah. If an art museum that has like serious like art that's worth millions of dollars, if they let you just take a snapshot of that, then how is the Quilt Museum gonna make that claim? Back on the blanket statement. That's funny. Someone said that the flash could damage the quilt. Well, if they feel that way, they could say no flash photography, which is fine. And a lot of places just say no flash, which I have no problem with that. That was explained to me once by a friend of mine, and kind of he has a museum, Tom Devlin's Monster Museum. What he said was that he had the lighting set up in his museum to optimize how his monsters looked, and he said that when the people who use the flash, that it blows them out and makes them look not as good. So he wanted his lighting to be reflected in the photos, which that's reasonable to me. But you know what? The Smithsonian lets you use flash. I took a flash photo of Abe Lincoln's hat, so who knows? No. I would never give anyone my camera. No one has a right to touch my camera except me. If a police officer asked me to see my camera, I would say no, because I don't legally have to. But that's just me. You want to talk about weird controversies? Look at this right here. See, this is the movie theater down here. It says, "Have you hugged your kids today?" And the reason that they're putting that there is there's a sign that's been up in this county since 1985 that says that, and someone petitioned the county commissioners to have it taken down because they said it was as junky looking, and so people are banding together to say that the sign should stay. Let me see. Zawaro says, "Don't have to give officers ID or information when you haven't broken the law." Now, see, I would probably I can't think of a situation where I wouldn't. If a police officer has to see my driver's license, I would let them see it. That's fine. To me, that's fine. I don't have any problem proving who I am, but I don't have to, I don't have to give someone my camera, because I just don't. No one has a right to tell me what I can and can't take pictures of or film. Oh yeah, I think people should be allowed to have whatever they want on their private property. Fun police t-shirt. That would be funny. I gotta get someone to make that. Peter Beck says the word quilt has become abstract. Have I made it abstract by saying it too many times? No, I don't think you have. I don't think you have to legally give a cop your ID. I don't think you're required. You're not required to have an ID. So I don't see how you can be forced to show it. But I would show it just because it makes the interaction smoother and easier. Someone said cops like it when people don't know the law. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I was a social worker. I worked in Child Protective Services for 10 years, and social workers like it when you don't know the law either. What is my favorite thing to do? It's an interesting question because, like, you know, I had this hobby that turned into my job. So now I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for police. I have a lot of respect for law enforcement. But it is important. It is important to know your rights at the same time. Salon di Maggi is an amazing. Don't get me started on that. I will get ill. They tried to get me to take down my video after they gave me permission. The guy that owns it gave me permission. Was with me when I filmed it, and then after I put up my video, he told me to take it down, and he changed his mind. After I drove to Ohio, and I did take it down, but yeah, the baker guy, I did take it down, but I decided, you know, I just put it back up because if he can change his mind, then so can I. The Salon de Maggi, the guy that owns it, I forget his name. Klosterman, whatever his name is. Yeah, he was with me and explaining stuff. He, I was told that he didn't ask me directly, but he had someone call me and said that he was worried that people would steal his collection. So, which is just stupid. So, forget him. Yeah, peddling prints. If it basically should have been, he should have thought about it before he participated, and quite frankly, I think he is just someone who is used to getting his own way. He is very wealthy and likes to throw his money around, and I think that he is used to people just doing what he says because he's rich. So I don't have any problem not putting the video back up. Botech guy says, what percentage will not allow filming? Most places allow filming. It's very, very small. David Garrison asked if I'm ever going back to Georgia. Who? Is that a different David Garrison? It doesn't look like him in the picture. Someone check on this David Garrison. It is free advertising. Like I did a poll on my channel, right? I basically asked people, you know, if they see videos on my channel, are they likely to visit places themselves? And 60% of the people said that they were indeed likely to go to the places themselves. So, and the majority of places are super cool. You know, some places will invite me to come and film. Okay, it's a fake David Garrison. Oh, you been to the Obama gas station, Brandy? Creaties asked, do you screen many places in advance to see if they'll give you grief, or do you deal with that on site? Let's just say I often use the whole better to ask for forgiveness than permission mantra. Brian from Historic Routes Whereabouts says, hey Jacob, Silvio's Roman garden sculpture was a perfect episode, absolute gem. Thank you so much, because that was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite experiences filming, and the video did not get like a ton of love. People called it, oh God, people could be so mean. People like saying that like it's junk and stuff like that, and I'm just like, do you not listen to this man? This man is a treasure. Here's the thing. If you film and they stop you, then you say sorry. If they tell you don't film and then you film, then you're the jerk. I don't know. When I see something, when I see folk art or yard art or whatever you want to call it, I connect it to the person that does it. I see it as an extension of the person, and I think calling it junk is almost like calling a person junk, and I don't like that. Someone said, what about stopping a person with a cell phone? And that's actually one thing that's like, I think a lot of places are giving up trying to stop people from filming because everyone has a camera in their pocket. Have you took anything from rundown houses? No, I don't take things from houses. Can I visit the Georgia Aquarium? I've been to the Georgia Aquarium. I hope to be there soon. What's the worst experience in a museum? Probably the Quilt Museum, to be all honest. Do I have a video I'm most proud of? I don't know. I really like that video with Silvio. I just think his personality was just really amazing. Mr. Midnight says, why are they called trolls? Because they're gross and they live in dark, wet places. I got 233 people watching. That seems like a lot. Tom Bartlett's Robot World in Wisconsin Dells. I don't think that exists anymore. What is my go-to snack while I'm on the road? I don't know. I don't snack a lot. I tend not to snack a lot between meals. I eat big meals and then don't snack. I am partial to chocolate-covered Twinkies and then almonds. I like almonds. Sometimes you get the pickled sausages are good road trip food too. Those aren't crickets. That's the stoplight makes a noise for some reason. Yep, big meals like 72-ounce steaks and Bloody Marys with whole chickens in them. Favorite jelly bean flavor? I think probably just cherry. Something simple. Favorite Texas food? I love Texas barbecue. Tommy Bartlett's is still open, but Tommy Bartlett doesn't he like? I think they own like a bunch of stuff. Should go to the Rockafire Explosion Museum. I don't think there is one. Favorite highway drink? Yeah, like sometimes it's fun to just to drink local sodas. What's going on in this video? Ken Smith asks. Well, I'm a guy, and I'm talking to some peeps. Tommy Bartlett's Exploratory. I must have missed that. That stinks. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'll go back to the Dell at some point. Get this. That's a wrap. Says, how do you feel about Camo Dave? Why do people ask me about him? Pelling Prince, if I ever ran out of battery just as you were trying to get a shot of something. I know that I have. I can't think of a specific incident. Oh yeah, I did try to schedule a trip to tour the Rockafire Explosion thing. It is very expensive. It's $350, and you can bring, I think, 3 other people. So I would do that if I could get some other people to split the price with me. Thank you, Steve Stalzel. Appreciate it. Yeah, I saw everything in the Quilt Museum. Am I going to the Hair Museum? Where is the Hair Museum? I know about the Hair Museum, but I forget where it's at. Shadow Wolf's favorite vlog went to Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite places. Jason Keynes' channel synopsis, anyone? Well, this is a live stream, so it's not really content, but my content is mostly travel videos, roadside attractions, weird and unusual places, and just things that are interesting or fun. That's a wrap. Says, live in Wilmington and have a boat. Love to donate a day to help you with a video. Well, thank you. What kind of a boat? No, Michigan is cool. I was surprised how much cool stuff was in Michigan. No, marijuana is illegal in North Carolina. This ain't California. Ben Asire is exercising 6 out of 8 signs of being a Class G troll. Uh-oh. Ben, you're on my radar. If I see you, you better be saying something nice. The weird chiming noise is this crossing light makes that noise for some reason. I'm not even really sure why. guess it's for the blind. Do I have anything planned for Halloween season? I don't know. I've got some ideas. Where's my cool hat? I left my hat at home. I do want to do the Sister Discordia. I do want to do the ghost train at Tweetsy this year. What made me decide to do this live stream? Well, Anna is doing something, so I am waiting for her. Dennis Sire says, watched the medical museum video yesterday. It got me to start ring the bell, so props. You got the troll hooked. Oh, that was a nice thing to say. I don't have any merch. I'll maybe bring some postcards to give out. Whoa, what was that? Any good amusement parks you ran into? Oh, Jollywood's near here. We have some smaller ones. Yeah, there is no reason for anyone to be mean in here. Everyone just be nice to each other. Does Dolly really wear wigs? I guess. But yeah, I will try to bring the stickers. Sister Cordia, thank you for reminding me. I'll make sure I have those stickers. If I can remember what I did with them. I don't know why I'm yawning. Is it troller? Who's the troll? If I have to look for the troll, does that defeat the purpose? Is Blazing Fury still open? They are. Have I been to Kings Island? I haven't. What time is it right now? Does anyone have the time? My favorite random celebrity encounter. I really haven't had a lot of celebrity encounters. 127, okay. 30 minutes, I'm gonna go pick up Anna. Jane Tony says, just became a Patreon. Thank you, greatly appreciated. The stabby turtle bite me? No. I managed to avoid being bitten. All right, so apparently they do some event here where the football team does their first full contact practice from midnight till 2 o'clock. And Anna and her friends went to it. So, I don't know. I've never heard anything like that before, but whatever. Someone asked my favorite museums. I don't know. It's a museum's such a general term. It's hard to because the word museum gets really thrown around a lot. Hannah isn't really a sports kid. She just to go wherever her friends go. Hannah is 13. She'll be 14 in September. If House on the Rock counts as a museum, which I don't know that it does. Ooh. Have I ever rode a paddle swan? I have. It's in a video somewhere, but I think it's like a Carpet Remnant video where it's just a bunch of random clips. Yep, people that watch this channel definitely have watched her grow up. Jason Kane says, I'm still curious to what the F you're doing, where the F you are. Looks like you're outside a store. I'm just hanging out here on Main Street of a small town in America, chatting with 230 of my close friends. Where is Adam the Woo? Maybe his house? Oh. Made in the USA, 1975. Thank you so much. This is, you're my favorite YouTuber. I love you and Christy so much. Sad to miss last hour. We should be doing I think we're doing a campfire at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Steven Spielberg says that all the important stuff happened to us before the age of 12. I would say most of the important stuff to me happened later in life. I think I peaked late. I think a lot of people talk about their childhoods and trying to recapture their childhood and how great their childhood was. And to me, you know, my childhood was fine, but I think that my adult life has been more amazing than I thought it would be. Chris Rodriguez, thank you so much. Walter J. Schuler asked if I went anywhere the Upper Peninsula besides Mackinac Island. Yeah, there's videos. I did a couple videos, Lake and Land. I did a video of some shipwrecks and some other cool stuff, just random stuff in the UP. I really need to update my interactive map. I'm getting way behind on that. Thank you, Made in the USA. I appreciate you. Appreciate you spreading the good word. Denise! Oh my goodness. Thank you, Denise. As always, thank you so much. That was my daughter calling. It's like I said, I need to give I've had a lot of help from a lot of people, but Denise, honest to God, your financial contributions help so much. And Jeff, Creaties, you have helped rebrand my channel and expand my channel too. So I want to give a shout out to Creaties and Denise for their awesome contributions, their time, their money. It really is amazing to have friends like you guys. Someone said, do I build houses because they need one? That's a weird question. And I don't want to leave anyone out. You know, every bit helps. Every person, every $1 donation, every $100 donation, it all comes together. That's allowed me to do this full time. And I seriously hope that you guys can see the difference since I've done this full time, since I've been using this as my sole source of income. I hope that you see that the quality, the amount of videos, the amount of distance I travel, that has gone up. And I hope I'm living up to you guys' expectations. See, Elvis stole the TCB thing from me. Connie Trosclair, thank you so much. Was it hard to have a .org? Yes, my website, thecarpetbagger.org. The carpetbagger.com was taken. It was taken by a company that sells carpet bags, of all things. Taylor Purvis says, catches up humming here, my intro 24/7. It's so funny. See, my intro theme, it's kind of funny. Like, you know, I was so low tech in the beginning, but I wanted a theme song. I told my son plays guitar. I asked him if he could write me a theme song, and he wrote me a guitar tune, and it was a good tune, but it was almost like a dark, sad kind of tune. I've used it in videos, but I didn't think it really fit the tone of the channel to use as a theme. So he was sitting around and he was playing with his banjo, just noodling on it, and he literally just did that, just goofing around, did that riff, and I just looped it. I was videotaping. I caught him doing the little riff on the banjo, and I just looped it, and that became my theme. Low tech stuff. Carpetbagger. No Peddling Prince, the banjo was recorded on the spot. Last time I did the all you can eat shrimp, I actually didn't beat my previous record, so I've pretty much given up. See, I figure like at my age, my metabolism has slowed, so I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to eat as much as I used to. Yeah, my son is a musician. He plays mainly guitar. I don't know if he still has his banjo. He fiddles around with other instruments. Fiddles. How often do I appear in Adam's videos and him appearing in mine? I don't know. Probably around the same amount, right? Because usually we're both filming. Orangey Orange asks if YouTube Red, if it's good for creators or not. Yeah, it's creators will get a percentage. They get a cut of the YouTube Red money. So as far as creators are concerned, I think it's about the same as having regular YouTube and watching the ads. I'd love to have him re-record the song, have it maybe like filled out with more instruments. And New Shaman says, I unfortunately can't afford to donate. Appreciate your art. Well, thank you. I don't ever expect anyone to donate. I greatly appreciate those that do. But, I know what it's like to be broke. So I don't expect, and I don't put any major content behind paywalls because I want it to be available to everyone. Who does the animations in the intro? Creaties, who is in the live stream right now. Is Adam a messy guy? It's actually kind of funny because Adam thinks I'm a messy guy. When we are traveling together, I'm the slob, and he's actually very tidy, very tidy. You have no idea how many people have asked me what Adam smells like. That's such a weird question. Do people still live around Hamtramck Disneyland? I didn't see, the neighborhood seemed like it was kept up, but I didn't see a single person there. Yes, Adam thinks I'm a bad driver and that I'm messy. What's the odd couple? Which guy's the messy one? Did I listen to Eleanor by the Turtles yet? No, I didn't. No, I'm really disorganized. I'm really messy, and it's something I do try to do better. How bad did Adam hurt his arm on the arm wrestling machine at Obergatlinburg? I don't think he was injured. I don't think me or him were injured, but it really did tweak your arm. Let me see here. Get a few more minutes. What happened to the Kia Soul? I traded it in for this Chevy Equinox. Thank you, Man USA. I really appreciate it. Yep, Becca, the house gets messy. Buy a new one. Oh yeah, Creative's right. Some blocks behind the bunker. How long did it take to save the turtle? A little while. I was completely clueless. I didn't have appropriate turtle tools. How many cats do I have? 6. Would I ever go with RVing with Adam again? Well, Adam sold his RV, so probably not. I don't know why Anna was listening to something in here. What's my next video? I think it should be about a certain hometown of a certain superhero. Yes, Adam did sell a large Marge. It's fun. Traveling in an RV is fun, but it's expensive and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I completely understand why he sold it. How many Mold-A-Ramas do I have? I've lost count. Especially after I got that big box of the antique ones. Yeah, an RV costs so much in gas and maintenance that you're probably going to save money just driving a car and renting hotel rooms. It is so much gas. You know, you're spending $100 of gas a day. You know. Thank you for explaining that, Peddling Fritz. Have I considered a World War II pith helmet? If I could find one. I have a Marine issue pith helmet, but it doesn't have an inside, so it you can't really wear it. Miranda Mermaid Cosmos, thank you. $3 for quilt resistance and fuel. My friends the Aitons who own Collective Clothing in Chattanooga, they got a British style pith helmet, but it didn't fit me. It was too small. Because I have a big large head. You gonna swing by the meetup, Brian? I can't wear the beret, it's too small. Yeah, the Neanderthal didn't. I'm not asking anyone to send me a pith helmet, but if you do, make sure it's huge. Do I autograph the postcards? Yes, I sign every postcard I send out. You send me a quilt. What's my IQ? I have no idea. Time is the meetup, 6:30. Pigeon Forge. All right, guys. Well, I gotta go pick up Anna from her thing. Egg.